Hey guys, today I will be talking about MTG Finance, pre-orders in general. We have a very good example of one. Kozilek, the Great Distortion, is right now pre-ordering on Star City Games at $12.49. Typically I pick one card I really like and then I just buy a lot of that one card. I don't see a point in spreading especially at pre-orders, spreading a portfolio of cards because 95 to 99% of cards at pre-order hype price will go down in price and it will directly plummet in price. Now, the last time the card that did keep its price, it didn't really go up, but it kept its price, was Gideon. And Gideon was obviously a very strong card and it's seeing play all in standard, and it's dominating standard as kind of Elspeth dominated standard when she was allowed to be played in standard. So very good card. Gideon reminds me a lot of Elspeth. Weaker, but cheaper. And when you have cheaper planeswalkers, that's what you look at. So I will go over Chandra and Nissa. But in this video, I'm just going to explain what I look for, and I'm going to use Kozilek as the example. Kozilek on Star City Games, I'll put him right here the whole time, is $12.49. $12.49 is not a bad price for him. $12.49 Star City Games means about under $10 on eBay or a TCG player. eBay, the prices are all kind of crazy right now. And this is my best advice for you. Do not order anything right now on eBay because that person is, if the price goes up, that person will not deliver you those cards unless it's a bigger name like Kid Icarus. Same thing with TCG player. I've seen many times that the dude posts that he has 20 expeditions, but he opens like one case and he didn't pull the expedition that you ordered from him at a very good rate, so he doesn't ship it out. And you might say, oh, that's unethical. That's, a TCG player to a lesser extent where reputation does matter because you got to get a rating above and you have to get enough cards, and a TCG player reputation matters. But on eBay, I see plenty of these pre-sellers with no feedback. That should be the biggest red flag when you're pre-ordering. Do not even, you might be lucky and people in the comments below might be like, oh, I've ordered it from a guy with no comment and he delivered 25 expeditions and I only ordered one. No, that's not realistic. It's not realistic for someone who's buying a case to put pre-order on eBay every single expedition, and that's what's happening. If you see pre-orders for multiple expeditions, the dude's probably not going to buy enough to open multiple expeditions. Just my opinion, unless it's a store or someone with tremendous feedback. The only person I would pre-order from eBay would be Kid Icarus, and that's it. I hate Kid Icarus. I can't stand the dude, but he is the highest quality of, on eBay at least, I know I'm getting the card in the condition I ordered it from. So take that with a grain of salt. I'm not a fan of him, of his store, but he definitely has the best reputation, and I can't argue against that, right? That being said, pre-ordering, what you look for a card, using Kozilek Kozilek is a Drazi, so he kind of is a dragon-esque card. The last time we saw a dragon planeswalker, he is the most expensive card in his set, Fate Reforged, and he will continue to be well played and done extremely well. He's going to be incredibly powerful as a card. However, when you look at Kozilek, the biggest thing that I don't like about him is his enter the board, his ETB does not affect, it only affects your hand, it does not affect the board state, and that is very bad. The reason that is so bad is because if you're going to pay that much for him, you're going to pay 8 and double diamonds, you need to somehow, you've been ramping up all this time, your opponent probably has a board state which having just a 12/12 that can counter new spells isn't going to help you. And that's why the other one is so much better, because it destroys 2 permanents. It knocks out 2 creatures normally, or I don't know what they have on the field, but it's going to save you a ton of damage and represent a blocker. This one, Kozilek, just represents a blocker, and to me, that is extremely not strong, especially since you're ramping up all this time to get there. But then you get there and it's just like, oh, well, I'm going to attack with my 2 Siege Rhinos and my Tasigur. Block here, oh, I take 8. Okay, cool. So when I look at a speculation, I'm going to talk about Nissa. And Nissa, I don't know what her price is right now. I know what is on eBay, but that's not like correct. I know what Chandra's price is on eBay, but that's not correct. I'll take a look at those two. I like Nissa a lot. I like her. I would have liked her more if we had an Elvis Mystic card and she could be played on turn 2. But my gut feeling about her is Jace Beleren, when he came out, was a very dominant card. It was a card played in every single deck, and once, Jace Mind Sculptor came out, you played both of them. But free mana for a Planeswalker with, the Origin Planeswalkers are not true Planeswalkers in my opinion, because you have to do stuff to activate it. So when you play Chandra in turn 3, or Liliana, it's not really a Planeswalker yet. You got to do stuff. You got to jump through hoops, which is not always great. But when I look at what's available at that cost, Jace Beleren, and I mean, it is a Johnny Steadfast. I think a Johnny Steadfast. What else was at that cost? The other dude from Born. But the other dude was really good too. He was 1, I think it was a red and a green. Xenagos. Xenagos was at 4, right? But when you have Planeswalkers, the main thing about Planeswalkers is you gotta hit the table early. Because every time you build up accumulate, an 0-1 plant kind of sucks, but if you hit the table early, the 0-1 plant for the ramp deck, it might be enough. It might be enough to I'm gonna block, your Tasigur with my 0-1. And just create, this loop where you're trying to save life, because every time you can save life, and then maybe they kill Nissa instead of you. So I see having a home in the green-red ramp deck, which I play, and I enjoy that deck a lot, because it pretty much saves you a lot of life. Is it Corsair Crewfix? No, it's not Corsair Crewfix. But does it have to be? No, because there's already a deck out there that needs it. Anyway, I like. Not a fan of Kozilek. I'm a fan of one of the Planeswalkers, which I'll make a video about later. Bye, guys.